Okay, I'd like to officially call this public meeting to order. The occupied rehab public hearing. And I'd like to this time turn it over to Region 15.
Good afternoon, Jenny Lights, Indiana 15 Regional Planning Commission. We are here today. This is the first of two required public hearings. One of those would come after the county, if they are funded, that will come at the close out of the program to kind of discuss, what things that will took place during the program. County is working to put together an application for owner occupied rehabilitation through the community development block grants through the Indiana Office of Community and Rural Affairs. Those are funded through HUD. So these are a required public hearing. The county can apply for up to $500,000 to benefit low to moderate income homeowners throughout the county. There are a few qualifications for this program. You must own and live in the home. So if it is a rental home, that would not be part of this program. Homes that are being purchased on contract are also not eligible for this program. So you must own and live in the home. Your property taxes and your home insurance must also be current. If it is a single wide trailer, that trailer must be in 1981 or newer. And contract sales are also not eligible for this program. And homeowners also must meet income requirements based on their household size. Those numbers did just adjust. So the numbers that you've seen out, if you've seen anything that's been published about this online, those have dropped. But the only good thing is they did only drop by $50 per home. So a single person home, I always like to quote the single person and a 4-person home because that's what a lot of folks think of when they think of homes in our area. A single person home, the income limit is now $47,500 a year. And a 4-person home is $67,850 a year. And through this program, we can accomplish 5 things. We can do HVAC replacement, so replacing of the heating and air, roof replacement, water heater replacement, select lighting and electrical upgrades. So what we see with that, with a lot of homes in our area, is knob and tube wiring that needs replaced, breaker boxes, outlets that are not GFCI protected that are close to your sinks or your bathrooms. And it can also do ADA accessibility up to the threshold of the home. So ramps, handrails, things like that to help homeowners get into and out of their homes safely. And I think that is a wonderful thing to do because part of the program that we had discussed when I was here before is that we can focus on 4 major areas or 4 major homeowner groups to prioritize through this program. And one of those is elderly population and veterans. And sometimes we know that a lot of the aging in place needs some ramps and handrails to get in and out of the home safely. And our veteran population sometimes does have some injuries and things that they might need that safety in and out of the home. 2 of the other home groups that we can also focus on are single parent head of households and those with disabilities, which would also come into those with needing the ramps and handrails getting into the home. Gonna open it up to anybody that has any questions. I know we have a couple folks here. We also have Travis Lee from the Grant Services with State that is here with us as well today. So anybody have any questions or comments about this program?
I think it's a good program, just by hearing it, so.
Thank you.
Might just have a brief explain grant.
So what will happen through this grant process? The application is due July 12th. They actually open up later this week. So we have about a month to get things in. There's a lot of things that I've already started getting together. Applications go in and then later this summer, or August, September-ish is, I don't think there's an exact date out there yet for grant awards.
Release award date, I can check my calendar.
I don't think there's
think
anything
it's yet
set in
been-
stone yet.
Yeah, I don't think it had been, but I think it's usually about 2 months thereafter, give or take, so I can look and see.
So later this summer, they will announce awards. If Crawford County is funded, what will happen then, there are some preliminary paperwork that we'll have to take care of to get into the state. Then applications can be released to homeowners. And do the scoring of that. We know we talked about those 4 priority groups, those with disabilities, the elderly, veterans, and single parent head of household. Those can go in on that scoring. We'll select the homes. Once those homes are selected, we'll also have a time where the county will select 2 inspectors. One of those is a home inspector and the other is a radon inspection. Once homes are selected and those inspectors are selected, then those homes will get an inspection. And then we'll start bidding on it. So to give a timeline of about how long things take, folks sometimes want to think that it's a very quick process. Unfortunately, it's not a super quick process. Orange County was funded this past December with the exact same grant for homes throughout their county. We are in the process of inspecting those homes right now and looking to bid the very beginning of July. So we're about 7 months from award date to bidding, and then construction can begin shortly thereafter.
I'm the Crawford County Assessor,
Yes, sir.
and I like to speak on the elderly, disabled, veterans community. I have noticed that the assessments have went up due to COVID. There's a lot of people filing appeals in the county that are fixed income, low income. Crawford County is a poor county. The tax rate's one of the highest in the county. And with the assessments going up due to COVID and everything after that, and the low incomes, we have a lot of people that would benefit from this grant. I think that this grant is a great opportunity to help those individuals, and if they need any data with low income and stuff like that, that I can help with, I can produce that.
You and I get to be friends here soon.
We have a lot of people that are coming up to me and like, I want a fixed income. I just raised their assessments, and I didn't raise their assessments. The process and the state ordinances raise the assessments, and with the fixed incomes and stuff like that, it's hard for them to pay their bills and do repairs on their houses and stuff like that. So I think this would be a great program that for the county to have for our veterans, senior citizens, and disabled community.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
We have a survey that is out right now. As of yesterday afternoon, I think was the last time I had checked it. Try not to check it daily because I get nervous that there's not a whole lot of responses coming in, but we have had a really great response. We've had 65 folks that have taken the survey. That also gives me an idea of a list of homeowners that when the county's funded, we can go to them and say, okay, here's when we're going to release applications. And the things that you spoke to are some comments that they have left that, it's hard to choose between taking care of putting a new roof on my home and other bills that happen to come in. And that is a reality for a lot of folks, and it hits our elderly.
The taxes going up when the elderly are having trouble even paying the taxes,
Yes.
which there will be no repairs to their places because of the tax increases that have occurred with the majority of people.
And they want to stay in Crawford County. This has been their home. They want to stay here and continue to live here. But paying those things is getting to be more and more difficult. So programs like this are fantastic to be able to help homeowners. Anybody else have any questions or comments?
On behalf of economic development, I would like to say that we fully support applying for this. We've got one of the highest median ages in the state, which means we do have a lot of those people in the older category that we're talking about. Our median household income, I believe, comes in right at that 47,000 that you said is just the single person household amount.
Yes.
So I think a huge percentage of our county would qualify on an income basis. So I think this could potentially apply to a lot of people. We have a lot of older houses that are in need of upgrades. I think this would have a huge impact on Crawford County.
Thank you, Jesse. All right, anybody else?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming.
All right.
What you're doing for our county. This time I would entertain a motion to close our public meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Got a second.
All in favor? Meeting adjourned.
And I'm gonna leave a few of these with you and